want you to imagine this. It's the end of the month and you just got paid, and you need to go to your bank because you need to withdraw some money and maybe pay some bills. When you get there, you realize that there is a lot of people that have to go to the bank the last day of the month. And you start stressing out because you have a lot of things that need to get done that day. This is a situation that we have in our everyday lives. I don't know, maybe when going to a supermarket, you have to wait in line to pay for the goods you're buying. Well, we might not be thinking a lot of is how is this for companies? How is the other side of the coin? And along with that, operational managers have another thing in mind right now. It's inevitable to talk about the COVID-19 pandemic as it has changed the overall dynamics of all kinds of business in one way or another. Given the difficult situation, the government institutions have released some specific laws for businesses in order to operate in the most secure way for clients. So, for example, now social distancing and occupancy monitoring of offices is now mandatory in a lot of cities in the country. It is required for companies to find effective ways to help the national aims to control the COVID-19 pandemic. This is a monitoring task that has to be attended as soon as possible. The thing is that queue systems and, in a more general way, office monitoring tasks are very hard to improve and very expensive to measure. So how are queue systems being measured? And as told by the company that reached us and told us, hey, we have a queue system problem. Our clients are giving us very bad reviews because they are waiting in line too much time. Well, you have to send 1 or 2 professionals each year to each one of your offices around the country. These professionals are well paid and travel expenses are included. When they get there, they have to take time for every single service given to a customer in that day. So as you would think, this is a very prone to error approach because humans are very likely to make mistakes. And on the other side, you are taking decisions on the measurements that you make that single day. So what happens if nobody show up? Or what happens if a lot of people decided to go to the office that day? You are taking decisions based on outliers. So we started thinking, and we came up with the idea of building a scalable solution that has to be both better than humans and cheaper, of course. And we came up with aforo. Aforo is the real-time indoor occupancy monitoring and analytics application. Okay, let's dig into it. What is a real-time indoor occupancy monitoring? For this, the first module of our application, we implemented a computer vision algorithm and deployed it on the edge using a Raspberry Pi and a camera widget. The action is captured by the camera, while the Python script running on the Raspberry Pi makes the magic to identify person objects with high accuracy. But it is not magic, is it? Aforo is built up by several systems that interact together in order to extract the most information of the environment where it is installed. The computer vision system was developed with Python and OpenCV, and it uses last generation algorithms for object detection and tracking. For this particular use, every person in the office is captured using an algorithm called YOLO-before, which is a neural net that has been pre-trained with a set of more than 300,000 images, and it's known worldwide as COCO. Once every object is identified, we filter the detections, leaving only the ones that matter for monitoring. The resulting detections are tracked using a deep sort algorithm that gives every detection an unique identifier to ease the time position calculations and database recording. We created an algorithm to keep the tracking updated and to calculate the state of the system in real time, giving us information about how the objects have interacted with the environment, which for this case, of course, is the office. The waiting and service times for each person identified are processed, having into account the time lapses between the in and outs to the predefined zones, the queue zone and the service zone. Those records are sent to the AWS cloud, where we hold an RDS instance running a Postgres database. Here at the office, the Raspberry Pi is also capable of displaying a user interface that we built using OpenCV, where the occupancy of the office is being measured. with a predefined value for the maximum occupancy for that office, aforo will tell you what is the occupation percentage at any given time, which is really helpful for taking decisions on limiting the entrance to the system. We think that our product can help a lot of different businesses in order to fulfill the government requirements for COVID-19 pandemic and to ensure the protection of their clients.
Gracias.